Hey guys, Dan here with Sterling Self Defense, and Pedro, and Badger, and Zach. Coming at you with another video. All right, lots of cover here. Where to start? Okay, so I had made some Badger, I'm trying to talk, really, buddy. Come on, go. I made barrels for the alien balls. So I ordered the alien balls, I don't know, like a year ago. Been testing them, so figured out the best barrel for those are 680. So shooting them, great numbers. New barrels were working great. The 680 sleeves were working great. I just ordered some more alien balls, and now they're a different size. Here's the original ones I ordered, and this is a 680 barrel. There you go. Look at that. Perfect bore. Watch, I'm holding my thumb. Let it go. There it goes. Perfect. Perfect bore match. But now, here's the new ones. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at that. Unfreaking believable. Company just changed their machine or whatever, but they're a different bore size. So, that sucks. So, all you guys have the old ones. 680 is the best bore match. Let me get this out now. Okay, this is the new, bigger one. I wish they made them a different color at least or something, because you can't tell them apart. All right. Now, 682 fits the new ones. If I can get this one out of here, hold on. Oh, cat, you're under my foot, stupid ass. All right. Here is the new one in 682. So I'll be making new 682 barrels, and I have 682 sleeves. Oops, see, that goes right through. 682 for the new ones. But guys, if you just ordered alien balls and you got old ones, don't mix them up. Otherwise, you're going to have to go through and check every one of them. Now, I got to go through my trap, and I got to check every freaking single one of them, which is just annoying as hell. But if you got the old ones, 680 is the way to go. If you're ordering new ones, I don't know if this will stay or if this is just a batch, but, you know, I don't know nothing about this company on Amazon, if they're going to change again or what. But trying to keep your rounds together so you know what bore is what bore. So, that's an old one, that's a new one. All right, and okay, I improved the compensators. The older compensators, you know, butted right up to here, and they had a little gap because there's going to be a gap because you have this little 22 degree angle on here. So I modified the newer ones with a little lip here on the compensator that'll cover that. So it goes over that little angle right there, so you don't get the gap anymore. So improvement on the compensator, all new compensators from now. We'll have that lip. This one's just not screwed on now. And working on a new barrel. I'm going to thread these also, but this one's a little dirty. It just came out. But this is a 10.5 inch. I'm going to test it now. This is a brand new Pistelli. I haven't even shot this one yet. So I'm going to try it out. Because you can't use the same guns. To learn anything about these guns, unfortunately, I got to buy a bunch of them. And I got to test a bunch of them. Otherwise, you can't go off one. So I got to do what I got to do to test them properly. All right, so we're going to test this new barrel. Add this sucker in, see what we got. This one's a 10.5. It's going to be threaded too. I just haven't threaded this one yet. Want to test it out first, make sure it's okay. All right, let's load her up and test her. This is 680 barrel, so I'm going to be using joules on this one. And for any of you guys that bought my 10-inch barrel with the freak sleeve, and if you, I have the smaller, if you have that one usually comes with a 686. But if you want to shoot these alien balls with it and get a better bore match, the old ones, remember, 680, the newer ones, 682. Sleeves are cheap. They're like $12 a piece. That's why, mainly, I kind of foresaw this coming. Everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon and start making rounds all over the place. So I started shifting over to a lot of freak barrels so guys can just change them out. Instead of buying a new super expensive barrel, you can change out a sleeve. And I have the XL sleeves too. So it's at least cheaper in that way. You have to buy a million different kinds of barrels for whatever round seems to be the best at the time. All right. One down the pipe. Remember, I've never shot this one before. It's brand new. It's never been fired. I don't know if they test these. Oh, another thing, too, I've noticed with my other one. Sometimes the follower is not releasing. If you load up your X-68, shake it like this. So you don't hear any noise, right? But my other one, the follower is not releasing. Let me show you what a follower is for guys that don't know. When you load your balls in, there's a little lock here. That's the follower. Now, right now, there's no pressure on the spring. So if you shake your gun, you hear this, that means your follower lock didn't detach. And you're not going to be feeding balls. So that's real important. After you load it, shake your gun. If you hear that, your follower didn't detach. And I'll show you what to do. This one's brand new, so it's not going to do it, probably. But let's see. Okay, the follower detached. On my other one, wherever it is, it's not doing it. But if you hear like a rattle when you shake it, all you do is eject the mag just slightly. Just push the button and push it back in, and you're good. That'll release it. All right. So, but always, every time you load it, shake it. Because if that follower doesn't release, you're only going to get that one round. If you put in a seventh, that's the only one's going to shoot. The other ones won't feed up in there because the spring's not released. So super important. You go to use your gun, all of a sudden, boom, none's coming out. You're in trouble. So if you always shake your gun, make sure you hear that little non-rattle. All right, put some CO2 in. Oh, this isn't the one for this gun, but I'll just put this one on. They're all the same. It's not adjusted for this gun. Oh, shush, kitty. All right. Load her up. All right. She's all aired. Oh, that sounded weird. I think it's aired up. Not a big click on this one. Notice some click, some don't. All right, first shot. 426. Whew, 516. 386. 372. 350. 346. 336. A lot of extra rounds there. Yeah, I'm going to be working on a new mag, too, a longer mag. All right, that's pretty good. Let the air out. Good test on the new barrel. Pull the trigger, make sure it's on there, and we're good. So that is the new barrel. Working pretty good. Still got to shoot it some more. And I don't know. I might offer this one with or with. I don't know if guys want threads. Usually I'll thread them and I'll have a cap with it. I think that's the best way. So you can add accessories if you want. Board mock suppressor, something like that. Or just a brake or whatever. So yeah, I think I'll thread them. Also, what else? I think I'm sure I'm forgetting things. I always am. Got a bunch of other things in the works, barrels wise. I'm doing a lot of different testing. So I've been testing more. If you notice some of my older videos, notice on the longer barrels, when I'm using two pieces, I was going, different bore sizes, smaller to a little bit bigger to stop the restriction on the outside, and I was getting some better numbers that way. So now I'm working on a new barrel where it's going to be half, say, 686, and then on the other half of the barrel, I'm going to extend to 688, a couple thou, and give it that relief, and gives that little extra, less restriction in the longer barrel to give you some more power. Instead of having a two-piece, you'll have a one-piece. It does the same thing. So, like I said, it worked out good with the two pieces. With the one piece, I think it'll work much better. But like I said, I got to test it and test it and test it. 500 rounds at least, till you can really see what's going on. All right, what else? I think that's it. Yeah, alien play balls, those mother effers. Ugh. So, and no one's to say, who knows, the next batch that come out could be even bigger. I don't know. I know nothing about this company. I've never talked to them. They're just some Amazon company. It's probably just straight out of freaking China. But keep your balls separated. You know, test them and always when you take your barrel out. And oh, no, that's the other thing I want to talk about too. Okay, I'm glad I was talking about this. These barrels are super thin. One thing I don't like about this design of this gun, let me grab an FSC barrel. All right, so here's an FSC barrel. Super thick wall, super thick wall. These, no, it's like 50 thou. Super thin wall. If I were to take a screwdriver and just ding this wall is so thin, the ding would go to the inside and you'll get a blockage. So you gotta be very careful with these barrels. If you're switching out barrels, put them in a soft case somewhere so they can't fall onto the ground. If this falls on the ground and gets dented, that dent, see this how thin this wall is? It's like 50 thou. That dent is gonna protrude inside and it's gonna lock up your rounds. If you don't want that, be very careful with these, putting them in and out of your gun. You know, keep your barrel in your gun mostly at all times. Because all it takes is one little ding, and now it's out of round, and that ding will penetrate. Like these barrels, there's no way. I could hit this with a hammer, and it wouldn't affect the inside at all. So, yeah, it's one of my magnetic ones. Love these. But these ones, you got to be super careful. I've seen this. I dropped a barrel the other day. And boom, and it was one of the stock barrels. And I was testing mine compared to stock. Hey guys, sorry about that. My battery died right at the end. So yeah, that's it. So be careful with your barrels and stay safe. And I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.